Welcome back to TH1. Today, our skilled craftsman has an ambitious plan. He is embarking on a journey to find ancient tree stumps to create a unique home nestled among these natural structures. Let's follow him on this exciting journey. The first tree stump he discovered stood majestically by a tranquil stream, blending seamlessly with the beauty of its natural surroundings. He carefully examined the hollow interior, envisioning the possibilities it held. Without hesitation, he began the meticulous task of clearing the area. He removed overgrown grass and persistent weeds, cutting away the tangled vines that clung stubbornly to the tree. After cleaning around the tree, he started cleaning inside the tree hole. Next, he picked up the stones from the stream bed and carried them up to the tree. He used them to seal off part of the open back of the stump, ensuring it would be sturdy and weatherproof. Deciding to position the front entrance of his future home to face the serene stream, he began working on enclosing the rear section. Mixing soil with water, he created a natural adhesive, expertly stacking the stones layer by layer to fill the hollow space. He carefully stacked each stone from the base upward, ensuring stability and precision with every layer. Using the mud mixture he had prepared, he skillfully applied it between the stones, creating a strong bond that held them firmly together. Thoughtfully, he left a small opening to allow sunlight to filter into the interior, ensuring the space would feel warm and inviting. Finally, he applied a thick layer of mud over the surface of the stones, carefully smoothing it out to create a uniform finish. He set out to gather sturdy bamboo poles to create a flooring system for his new home. To ensure comfort and functionality, he decided to expand the floor area beyond the tree stump itself. He began by cutting wooden stakes, sharpening their ends with precision, and driving them firmly into the ground around the tree. He put all his strength into driving the wooden stakes deep into the ground. These stakes formed the foundation of an extended frame, which he skillfully connected using additional wooden beams and securely anchored to the tree trunk. To ensure the structure was stable and secure, he used nails to fasten the corners of the wooden frame together. Once the frame was complete, he turned his focus to the interior. Using a single piece of wood as a measuring tool, he measured the dimensions of the tree cavity. He then cut the bamboo poles into uniform lengths based on his measurements, splitting each pole in half with precision. By having the bamboo, he created thinner, more manageable pieces that were perfect for laying down in neat rows. This method not only maximized the use of the bamboo, but also allowed for a smoother, more efficient installation. Finally, he used these bamboo halves to craft a smooth and sturdy surface, neatly arranging them to form a functional and visually appealing floor. Inside the hollow of the tree and on the extended floor outside, he carefully arranged the bamboo pieces. Digging out the earth below, he prepared a solid anchor point for the stairs. Using the sturdy wooden beams, he constructed the framework for the staircase, securing them firmly into the ground. With precision, he attached the steps to the frame, each one carefully positioned to ensure stability and safety. Next, he used two sturdy wooden beams to frame the sides of the front door, carefully shaping the doorframe and defining the space for the door itself. For added functionality, he installed a small wooden shelf above the door, creating a convenient spot to hang lamps or essentials. Each wooden bar is carefully designed and nailed to the tree, ensuring everything is securely fastened. The result is a simple coat rack that perfectly combines practicality with rustic charm. He carefully covered the open space above the hollow of the tree with bamboo. He laid a layer of bamboo with the inner sides facing up, creating a smooth base. Then, he placed another layer of bamboo poles on top, this time with the outer sides facing down. By positioning them in this way and interlocking the bamboo pieces tightly, he ensured a secure, snug fit. On either side of the gap in the doorframe, he used a mixture of stones and mud to fill in the spaces. Carefully, he placed each stone into the openings, then applied the mud mixture between them, creating a solid and smooth surface. The stones added strength and stability to the frame, while the mud served as a natural adhesive, sealing the gaps tightly. He then moved on to crafting the door for his home. First, he carefully measured the dimensions of the doorframe to ensure a perfect fit. He began by cutting the wood to the precise measurements for the door. He moved on to constructing the frame. He positioned the wooden beams at the edges, securing them with nails to form a solid structure. Next, he placed the wooden slats vertically along the frame, making sure they were close together. Using nails, he fastened each slat tightly into place, creating a sturdy and balanced door. Not forgetting the details, he designed a simple handle, ensuring it would be both functional and rustic. Once the door was complete, he held it up to the frame, carefully checking the fit. With precision, he used a saw to trim any excess wood, ensuring a smooth, seamless fit within the frame. Finally, he secured the door in place, tying it with strong bamboo twine to hold it firmly in position, completing the entrance to his unique home. After trying the door, he turned his attention to the path leading from the stream to the house. He began gathering stones to create a simple yet functional walkway, carefully placing them along the ground to form a stable path. He gathered mud and began constructing a simple stove on the porch of his home. Starting with a thick base layer of mud, he carefully molded it into a sturdy platform. Once the base was shaped and firm, he arranged stones in a circular formation around the mud foundation. To complete the exterior of his home, he used lush green grass mats to cover the ground surrounding the structure. Carefully laying each mat in place, he ensured that the grass blended seamlessly with the natural environment. To secure the mats and prevent them from shifting or slipping, he used pins to firmly anchor them to the soil. The vibrant green grass not only enhanced the visual appeal of the house, but also added a layer of insulation, giving the home a polished and harmonious look that merged beautifully with nature. After completing his house, he turned his attention to crafting a bamboo fish trap. He carefully selected a bamboo pole, splitting it into thin strips and weaving them together with precision and patience. His skilled hands shaped the bamboo into a sturdy, functional trap designed to catch fish from the nearby stream. He wove a tapered lid that allowed fish to swim into the trap easily, but made it nearly impossible for them to escape. Once the trap was ready, he placed it in the flowing water, leaving it to do its work while he prepared for the next task. To kill time, he began to chop wood, skillfully chopping the logs into smaller pieces to start a fire. With the fire crackling warmly, his fish trap had also completed its task. He retrieved it from the stream, finding a fresh catch inside, ready to be prepared. He grilled the fish and slowly enjoyed his meal. After eating, he went into his house to rest and regain his strength for his next journey. As the morning sun rose, it marked the beginning of a new adventure for him. After some time exploring the dense forest, he stumbled upon a massive tree stump hidden among the foliage. Its grandeur and potential immediately caught his eye, sparking a sense of inspiration and excitement within him. He got straight to work clearing the area around the tree stump, beginning the transformation. Using a hoe, he carefully dug up some of the soil from around the base and transferred it into the hollow of the stump. This raised the floor inside, leveling it with the ground outside and creating a more functional space. With his axe in hand, he focused his efforts on the interior of the tree stump. His goal was to expand both the entrance and the living space within the hollow. With steady and deliberate swings, he began carving out the inside, chipping away at the excess wood to create a larger, more accommodating area. Piece by piece, he removed the unwanted wood, smoothing the inner surfaces as he worked. He ensured the walls were even, giving the interior a clean and polished look while maximizing the usable space. Each precise cut brought the stump closer to becoming a comfortable and inviting home. As he worked on shaping the entrance, he approached the task with great care. His goal was to widen the doorway while preserving the natural beauty and contours of the tree stump. With the carving complete, he picked up his hoe and began clearing out the leftover wood chips and debris from inside the tree stump. He picked up his axe and, with careful precision, began to carve a hole into the side of the tree stump. He measured each strike, making sure to create the perfect space for a stove. The process was slow and deliberate, as he carefully removed the wood to ensure the hole was large enough to fit his cooking setup. After finishing the excavation, he moved on to the next task of collecting stones to make the chimney. Before starting the chimney, he grabbed his hoe and began clearing the area around the outside of the stump. He dug to level the ground, making it smooth and even, blending the outside space seamlessly with the interior of the stump. This not only created a more spacious living area, but also ensured the entire setup would feel connected and cohesive. He returned to the task of building the chimney, determined to complete the next crucial part of his kitchen. He mixed soil with water to create a thick, binding mixture, which would help secure the stones in place. With his materials ready, he began stacking the stones in a circular formation around the stove, carefully arranging them to form the chimney structure. Each stone was placed with precision, one on top of the other, as he built the chimney upward, directing it toward the sky. As he stacked the stones, he made sure to fill in any gaps between them with the mud mixture, sealing the structure tightly and ensuring no smoke would escape. He made sure to press the stones firmly into the mud mixture, ensuring they held securely in place. He checked the alignment, making sure the chimney stood straight and stable, directing the smoke upward without any risk of leaks. He worked steadily, not rushing, knowing that the height of the chimney had to be just right for proper ventilation. As the chimney grew taller, he remained focused, methodically adding layer after layer. Finally, to complete the chimney, he placed a flat stone on top, creating a cap that would protect the inside of the chimney from debris and the elements. Next, he turned his attention to building the door for his home. With his measurements in hand, he took his saw and began cutting the wood to the precise size. He dug the sturdy posts into the ground to create the vertical supports for the door. After securing the posts, he connected horizontal wooden slats between them, creating the framework. Using nails, he carefully fastened the slats to the tree trunk, ensuring the frame was solid and well anchored. He carefully nailed the horizontal slats into place, securing the door frame and ensuring it was sturdy and well supported. Before constructing the main door, he decided to cover the gaps around the door frame. To do this, he grabbed his machete and carefully stripped a layer of bark from a nearby tree. The bark, with its rough texture and natural color, was perfect for filling the spaces around the door. It blended seamlessly with the tree trunk, adding a rustic, organic touch to the frame. Once he had successfully removed the bark from the tree, he carefully carried the pieces back to the site. Using nails, he carefully attached each piece of bark to the trunk, securing them tightly in place. He carefully cut the bark slices to the shape of the area to be filled and stacked them tightly together. The rough texture of the bark now becomes part of the tree's exterior, encasing the door frame while maintaining a seamless connection with the natural surroundings. His attention to detail ensured that the bark not only provided protection, but also enhanced the beauty of the home. Blending the man-made elements with the raw, organic features of the tree. Finally, it was time to focus on the main door. He began by measuring the space inside the door frame, ensuring the door would fit perfectly. With the dimensions in hand, he constructed a sturdy base frame for the door, using strong wood to create the structure. He then took his chisel and carefully carved notches into the wood to connect the pieces. Once the notches were carved and the joints fitted together, he used nails to secure the wooden slats firmly in place. With each nail driven in carefully, he ensured that the pieces were tightly connected, creating a strong, stable structure for the door. Once the base frame was ready, he took the bark he had collected earlier and laid it over the frame, using it as the surface for the door. He tapped the bark into place, making sure it was securely attached. With the bark secured, he used his knife to carefully trim away any excess edges, ensuring the door would fit snugly into the frame. To complete the function of the door, he added a door handle to it. After installing the door, he turned his attention to making himself a place to sleep. Using bamboo, he carefully laid it out to create a simple yet comfortable sleeping area in one corner. As the evening drew near and the light faded, he started a small fire in the stove, the warmth filling the space and offering both light and heat for the night. When morning came, he set about completing his home with a simple yet functional addition, a table. He began by carving the parallel grooves into the base of the tree stump. Then, he used the branches he had prepared earlier as the legs, carefully securing them into place with nails. The table was designed with practicality in mind, as he made it foldable, so it could be easily expanded or collapsed when needed. He attached a piece of bark onto the top, crafting a smooth and natural surface for the table. And so, his second home was complete. He sat back, taking a moment to relax and admire the fruits of his hard work. Thank you for joining him on this exciting journey. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the upcoming adventures. Goodbye and see you again.